Welcome to week 8 of Yesudian yoga. I'm going to start as we always do in cross-legged pose with full yogi breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. If you're more advanced and you want to do it for a little bit slower, a little bit longer, then you can inhale for 6, hold for 8, exhale for 8. For the demonstration, it's going to be 4, 4, and 4. So start with a full exhale and inhale. Hold. Exhale. 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 Now remember, the intention there is to take the entire time of the count to inhale and the entire time of the count to exhale. So if you find yourself full faster than the count of 4, the next time you inhale, slow it down. Same thing with the exhale. If you find you're not completely empty at the end, if there's still lots of air inside, the next time exhale a little bit faster so that at the end you can really squeeze it out. And when you're holding, remember that the holding, again, occurs in the diaphragm and the stomach. Don't hold by squeezing the neck or the throat. Hold by holding the diaphragm and the stomach open. The next one, just given the name Pranayama number 7. We'll do this one seated. You can also do it standing, but we're going to do it seated. In a previous one, we did it where we exhale with slow bursts. This time we're going to inhale with slow bursts. We're going to do it a total of 3 times. So start again with a normal exhale. And keeping your mouth pursed, or your lips close together, inhale in short bursts until you're completely full. And then exhale. All the way empty, and then do it again. One last time. Now, if you're finding it hard, for any reason, if there's tension, you can also do the same thing through your nose. Just pretend like you're sniffing something, and then you don't have to tense up the mouth or the throat. The air comes in a little bit faster. It's a little bit less work for your lungs, but it's still quite effective. Next one we have to stand for, nerve strengthening breathing. We've done this one before. I'll just demonstrate with an inhale. The arms are going to come up. Then we're going to hold our breath for the whole cycle. You pull back very quickly, and then you resist your own body in pushing your hands back forward like you're doing a slow motion punch, but not just a lazy one. Actually straining all the arm, muscle, back, chest, muscles. What did I say? Arm. Anyway.
Nerve something.
No, I said arm muscle, chest, back, certain neck muscles. I just repeated myself. And I didn't have to. Anyway. And then you just pull back. We're going to do that each motion 3 times. On the exhale, then hang. Inhale, come back up, and we'll repeat that. So the whole cycle twice. So 3 slow motion punches. Exhale to fall down. Inhale to come up, and then to repeat. So starting out with a normal exhale. Inhale. Now hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale to come up. Arms out in front. Hold your breath. Inhale to come up. Give yourself a shake. Next, seated Sukh purvak. Into 3 full cycles. Index finger in the middle of the forehead. Pinky and ring finger are going to close off the one side. Thumb closes off the other. Start with a normal exhale. Close off the right nostril. Inhale. Pinch. Open the right. Inhale. Pinch. Open left. Inhale. Pinch. Open right. Inhale. Pinch. Open left. Inhale. Pinch. Open right. And then come back to normal breathing. You can continue that for as long as you want. It's very relaxing and soothing for the nerves, for the heart, for the parasympathetic nervous system. Overall, very calming. Next, we're going to do Trikonasana. For that, we need to stand. So triangle pose, the legs or the feet are not that far apart. They're like a fast walking pace. And your heels are in line with each other so that you can easily turn your body to the side. Lift your arms, tuck your left hip under. So my left foot is forward, obviously. And I just tilt to the side. Open up, straighten my legs without locking them, lift my kneecaps, keep opening to the side. And then as the muscles permit, as they loosen, then my hand can slide down my shin. I'm not supporting myself with my left hand. It's just leaning against my shin, trying to push me open to the side. Next exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. And switch feet. Right foot to the front, left to the back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, tuck your hips under and tilt. Notice some sides are tighter, some sides. One side is tighter than the other. And just work with that. Try very hard not to face the floor, not to let the left shoulder lean down so that your torso is facing the floor. It wants to face exactly to the side of the room. Inhale, come up. Step to the front. Right foot back. Exhale. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. And now you know that asana means pose and that triko means 3. Angle is not a huge surprise. The trikona, actually they put the trikona asana together to make trikonasana. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Step to the front. Left foot back. Inhale, arms up. And do all your movements with the breath. Exhale. Look down. Inhale, come up. And then again, one more time either side. So you might be tempted to separate your feet very far because then you can come closer to the floor. But remember, don't separate them terribly far, just about one quick walking pace separation. Exhale, look down. Inhale, up. Exhale, step to the front. Inhale, back, raise your arms. Exhale, fold. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. And we come back to seated. These sequences have a lot of up-down. Actually, we're going to end up lying on our stomach for Shalabhasana, or locust pose. I'm going to demonstrate the arm position while I'm kneeling. So you're going to lie on your stomach. You're going to tuck your arms close together, fists underneath your thighs, rolling your shoulders so that you can get your arms as close as you can. Because the trick to coming up is to pushing with the hands and using the bicep muscles. And then you lift your legs as high as they go, which granted may not be very high. So 1, 2, 3, up. Down, take a rest. And again, so I'm trying to use a little bit more arm strength. See if you can come up a little bit higher. And up. And I'm coming down. It's hard to hold that long. And one last time. Tuck the arms underneath, close together. And use that strength to lift your legs. And down. Good. Now next in the sequence is Sirshasana, which is headstand. And I've explained many times before, I don't like to do anything where my heart ends up being much higher than my head due to pressure problems inside my eyeballs. I used to love doing headstand. I did all sorts of headstands, the supported, the tripod, arms at the side, arms right out to the side, sort of free, and they're like just on your head kind of headstand. Lots of fun. Not anymore. Oh well. I also think that there are benefits that you can get from headstand, but you can get almost the same from sort of baby versions of the headstand without the stress on your neck, without the stress on the blood capillaries and that of your face and your eyeballs. And so we'll just do one of those right now. So you're going to set this up like you were coming up to a normal headstand. Interlace your fingers. Your elbows are shoulder width apart, no wider. Many people make the mistake of bringing the elbows really wide apart. Really, they want to be shoulder width apart. Crown of the head comes to the ground. Back of the head touches your hands. And then what I'm going to do, I can just stay here, putting pressure on the crown of my head. If I want a little bit more, push my elbows into the ground, stretch my neck nice and long, and then lift my knees off the ground. So I'm on my toes. Pressure on the top of my head, pressure on my hands on the ground, my elbows on the ground. Get broad shoulders, don't let the neck get squeezed by shoulders collapsing around it. If you'd like, you can draw your hips closer to your head, bringing your torso a little bit more vertical, coming up onto your toe tips. And I'm going to come down, slide to a child's pose. The full headstand is a lot of fun, but unless you've got a teacher or somebody there to spot you, I would not want to recommend that you do it on your own. Some people do it against the wall, and when they face the wall the wrong way, they have their backs towards the wall, they pop up, and if they overbalance and go too far, they then hit the wall and drive their head into the ground. If you are doing it against the wall, have it so that you're looking towards the wall and you're far enough away from the wall that your feet can just walk up the wall. Do not do it with your back against the wall. But I would not recommend doing headstand fully unless you've got somebody there to spot you and know what you're doing. Anyway, coming back up. And back down, slide to a child's pose. And we can do one more. Crown of the head on the ground. Neck long, push your elbows into the floor, separate your shoulders, come up onto your feet, to your toes, or stay on your knees. It's up to you. And come back down. The child's pose and rest. Next pose, Viparita karani. This is the lazy shoulder stand where you lift your hips up just so far that they can rest on your hands. And you kick your legs overhead. You can also do this against something, against a wall. Bring your hips as close to the wall as you can. Slide sideways and put your feet up the wall. That can be very comfortable. You can also just do the same thing without a wall by reaching down and holding on to the backs of your knees. Or if you want a bit more core exercise, don't hold on to your knees. If you're against the wall, you can just stay there. Otherwise, roll out as slowly as you can. Bringing your hips down with control if they're resting on your hands, and then bringing your legs down nice and slowly, if you can, straight right down to the ground. And then we repeat. Release and roll down. Rest for a moment on the ground. And then repeat. And roll down. And I'm going to add something here. One simple core exercise to come up to seated. Stretch yourself long. And then the hands leave the floor. As soon as they pass your nose, your head comes up. And then you slowly roll up. Reach down, touch your shins. And then come back to seated cross-legged. So this yoga is certainly doable in dress shorts or whatever. I realize that they don't stay up well enough for poses where I show my backside upside down. Next time I'm going to have to wear some other shorts. I greatly apologize for what you just saw. So, next is meditation for 10 minutes.
Technically, they were in a pose. So
yeah.
Nobody saw it, but now everybody is rewinding.
Well, I doubt it. I really do. It's not something you want to see. So, meditation for 10 minutes and then Shavasana for 10 minutes. As usual, if 10 is too many, you can do fewer, but I wouldn't do much less than 5. It really does feel good to work up to a regular daily meditation and then the corpse pose at the end to relax completely. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a great week. Namaste.